Welcome to Retro Robot Radio's first look at the Play with This Too Desolator prototype with Rik Alvarez.
Hi everyone, just thought I'd do a little video update since we have our first official prototype in. This is the Desolator prototype, and I just kind of wanted to show some of the features and then some of the scale. Here is next to a Masters of the Universe Classics figure, and sorry about the lighting. We're shooting here in our underground facility. Let's see, right here we have Boba Fett from the Black Series, just to give you an idea of the height. Here we have a deluxe Transformer, so he does stand significantly taller than that. And here is a Voyager Transformer, so he is on par with those size figures. So this is not plastic. This is resin with the black parts are rubber. So the more we handle this prototype, the more it's going to loosen up. Eventually, it won't be very good because we'll be handling it so often that it'll probably break eventually. So just wanted to show how the ball joints work. He does snap off at the waist for interchangeability. Now I'm not going to take the ball joints off in this video just because he is fragile. So we're going to do that in a later video once we have another one of these on hand. But since he's our only one right now, we're just going to keep him as is. The head will pop off, and it will be interchangeable with a number of different action figure lines, including this guy and Marvel Legends as well. But just wanted to, kind of show you this right here. This is what we've been working for the last year. The toy process is really, really slow, and we want to share the whole thing with you from start to finish, from concept art to final product. So this is just one step. We're going to launch our Kickstarter for the Lost Protectors action figure line on the 27th of February, and Desolator will be the first figure you'll be able to buy in that Kickstarter. What you're not seeing here are the chains. The chains will actually plug into these ports right here on his chest. Again, sorry about the lighting. And they should be actual real metal chains, and they will plug into the back. And then as well as these holes here, those will also be chains that plug in and then go into the back. Here is the Tech Drone Demon. And just want to compare him in scale. So he's fairly tall. Most of these will be 3 inches. Because of his weapons, he'll actually be a little taller. And here he is compared next to Boba Fett and next to one of the Snake Men. And the last thing I have to show you is this sword. This sword is gigantic, the Sword of Desolation. So, this sword is almost 6 inches in length already. This is almost as big as he is. So, this sword actually stands way taller than this deluxe Transformer over here. It has 5mm pegs, so you'll be able to plug it in to all these 5mm ports anywhere on his body, on his torso harness, on the front, on the back. He's got a little 5mm port right here on his leg. See how that's rubber? He's got these 5mm ports right here on the hip. Now, some of these pegs are a little too long, and that's one of the adjustments we'll make for the prototype. As well as Demon here. Some of these pegs can probably come down just a little bit in size. Again, I don't want to handle this too much just because it is a prototype, and the more we handle it, the more it'll wear off. But this guy will completely disassemble. It's all through 5mm ports. He's got 5mm ports here at the end of his weapons, so you can use them as a blaster. You can use them as a sword. And then he's also got a 5mm port here at the end of his blaster, so you can plug other things into it as well. And he's got a number of 5mm ports all around him. On the bottom, though, is a 3.5mm port. Now this, if you have any classic O-ring G.I. Joes or some Kenner Star Wars figures, if you got a figure stand for that, well, guess what? These guys will work with those stands as well. They stand perfectly fine on their own, but if you have a vehicle or a playset you want to put them in, these peg holes will work with any of those vintage Joe and Star Wars action figures, and a lot of other action figures from the 80s. So, thanks for checking us out. Again, we're looking to launch on February 28th, and again, apologize for the lighting. Just kind of doing this on the fly here. Thanks a lot, guys. Take care.
Thanks to Rik Alvarez for letting us use this video. Be sure to check out the crowdfunding when it begins, and also download the hero role-playing game character sheets for Desolator to learn more about the character. Links to Play With This Too and the character sheets are in the YouTube show notes.